Hello and welcome to the Vending Media Machine Initial Setup video. Okay, so we have this spreadsheet here where you will decide which products you will be putting in the machine. So the machine comes with 6 trays. Top 2 trays are for larger chip packages. That's double width with a height of 20 centimeters. And then we have candies. That's the smaller packages. Single width candy bars, for example. And then we have 2 trays with the 500 milliliter drink bottles. And we have 1 tray at the bottom for smaller canned drinks. And for each of these locations, so from 001 all the way to 056, that's how it's numbered, as you can see. You need to decide which product you're going to use. And this would just be based on your local conditions, like whichever products exist at your local stores, and basically whatever you can get for the cheapest or what you think will sell the best. It's up to you. And this is just an example. So for example, we want to put Skinny Pop popcorn in tray 001. It'll be the original flavor, and it costs us 50 cents per item, and we will sell it for $1.50 per item. So to add this product to your machine, you first go to the online dashboard and you log in with your provider username and password. You click login, and if you set up the machine correctly, you would see it here. And on yours, it should show like the Wi-Fi connected over on this side. So first, to add the products, you go to My Products, and you click Add, and product name. So you just go Skinny Pop Popcorn Original. That'll be your name. And then the unit price is how much we're selling it for, which is $1.50, and the cost price is 50 cents. That's how much it costs us to buy it. And then we will put in the thumbnail. So say I like this one for the thumbnail, and this one for the detailed picture. So as for the recommended size, it is 560 by 800 pixels for the photographs that you use in the machine. It will look the best. So we add that. Now you can see our first product is added. And to connect it to the vending machine, you go back to the machine status page. So as we can see here in this account, it's connected to Wi-Fi. So when you click product setting, we can see all the different tray numbers. And this corresponds to this picture here, as well as the spreadsheet with the tray IDs. And so we know for 001, which is the top left tray, we want the Skinny Pop popcorn. It's already set, but to set it, we just click on the product name here. It pulls up all the products you've added, and you double click on the product you want to add in that tray, and that's added. You just scroll down and click keep, and that will save the product in that lane. And I've already done it, but you will need to do it for every single product in every single tray number. And once you have done that, you're finished with the online dashboard, and you can go back to your machine to complete the machine initial setup. So when you first get the machine, it will be in a pallet, and you need to unpack it. Please take a note of the warnings for placing the machine. And the first thing to do is remove the keys from the back here, and take the power cord and plug that into any household power outlet. You can open the machine with the key. To open, you insert, turn to the right to unlock it, and then turn the knob counterclockwise until the door opens. This will take a few spins. And the first thing you need to do is put the Wi-Fi antennas through the cutouts in the roof here. There's 2 Wi-Fi antennas that you need to put through, and this will allow the machine to connect to Wi-Fi. And there's another empty one, and that's a backup antenna that is provided. And next, you also need to put the NIAX antenna through the roof cutout as well, and this is for credit card payments. Next, to enter the settings, you need to click the red button at the bottom here. So there's white, green, yellow. Click the red one, and it should take you to the settings menu of the machine. And this is just showing you how the screen changes to the settings menu. If you don't have Wi-Fi, you can also use SIM card. This is actually recommended. So to access the SIM card, it is at this slot here. You click this yellow button in, and you pull out the SIM card tray. Note that the machine uses regular size SIM cards, which is the largest, so make sure you use the correct SIM card size. You insert the SIM card and plug the SIM card tray back into the machine to allow the machine to use the SIM card to have data. And then make sure you screw this cable back in. Okay, make sure after you insert the SIM card, you do need to restart the machine. So here I'm showing you I did not restart the machine, and it will not detect anything. So everything's grayed out here. So here, yeah, please insert SIM and restart is the message. So please go back to the settings home and click on restart for the machine to detect the SIM card. Once you restart, the SIM card should automatically set up the cellular network access point names. This is the same as using a SIM card on any mobile device, like a tablet or a phone. If it does not set it up automatically, you can go try to search for available networks and choose the one that corresponds to your provider. And you may have to try this a few times. This all depends on how good your signal is, and if there are issues, it could be with the mobile provider you've selected. So it may take some time, but once the network is set up, you can see these icons should appear in the top right corner, right there. If those icons appear in the top right corner, it means you are connected to the mobile network, and you can now use cellular data to connect to your machine. And make sure you click restart after changing those settings. And returning to the product screen, if we see the 4G or 3G symbol at the top there, it means that the SIM card is connected successfully. And if we give it a second to load in, it should show all your products. So next we will be talking about the online dashboard and how to set up the products there, like you just saw on the previous screen. And to connect to Wi-Fi, click on App Setting, and then click Open Android Settings. And in here, you need to turn on the navigation bar at the bottom to use the Android settings. And that's done with the switch down here. You flip it up to turn it off, and you flip it down to turn it on. So in the Android settings, you connect to Wi-Fi with a password, just like how you would in any mobile device. And once it is connected, you click the 3 bars at the top left to return to the settings home, and then the back button to return to the main settings screen. And next, you want to restart the machine to save any settings that you've made. Okay, so once you've set up the products online, you need to click the product shortcut key, and it might show you this error because this action requires the internet. So make sure you're either connected to the Wi-Fi or have connected using the SIM card like I just showed you earlier. If there's an error, you can try turning the Wi-Fi off and back on again to see if that will fix it, like what I encountered here. And once you are connected to either Wi-Fi or a network using a SIM card, you can go back to the replenishment and product management, click the product shortcut key, and you should be able to download all the uploaded product information. And give it a second to download the information from the online dashboard. It may take a while, so you have to be patient with the machine. And it depends on your internet speed as well. Once it has been successful, you must click on download product images to get the product images to show on your machine as well. And you wait for it to copy all the files, the image files. Once that is completed, it will prompt you to restart the machine. So please restart to save the downloaded products. And once you restart, it should go back to the vending sales page where you should now see all your products. And as you can see here, now the updated products are displayed on the sales screen. Next, I'll talk about the product trays. They'll be zip tied when it's just arrived to you, so make sure you cut all of those and remove them. There'll be a lot of zip ties, so make sure you remove all of them. And this on the bottom here is the cooling unit, and you need to turn it on to have cooling in the machine, and that is with this switch here. That green button you see is the breaker. And once you click that button, you go to the cooling and heating settings, and you click and hit turn on to turn on the cooling. And give it a second and you will hear the cooling unit running. Sometimes when the product's shipped to you, the spring is loose like this. You just need to align the notch on the spring with the plastic. Grab the tray with one hand and push the spring in and twist to lock it into place. So make sure to double check if there are any loose springs when the machine arrives to you. To insert the products, you pull out the product tray. Some of them you might have to push up a little bit and also pull out at the same time. And on the bottom row, you insert smaller canned drinks like this one. And make sure you don't pull on the spring, but you pull on the tray. In the bottom row, taller cans do not fit by default. So these taller cans, we should be using trays 4 and 5 above for these types of taller cans and also bottled drinks. And they can go in like this. Yeah, and for bottles, we recommend placing them upside down. We find that this placement makes them more stable and prevents failures. And then in tray 3, we put candies and small chocolates, so any small snacks would go in here. And then the top 2 trays are for large bags of chips and also snacks. So once you load the machine, please set the number of each product in each cargo lane in the inventory settings. And you can see that the numbers here correspond to the numbers on the machine here. So just remember with how many of each product you put and put that number in here. And make sure that once you've set all the numbers, you restart to save the numbers you've inputted. Next, I will talk about how to set the advertisements on the machine. So first, you need to plug in the USB on the back of the machine into the two USB-A ports. Next, you click on File App Setting and then click on File Management to access the files. Click the three bars to open the menu and click on your USB. In our case, it is the UDisk here. And we find your full screen advertising pictures. So select the ones that you wish to display and click copy on the bottom left. And then you go click the three bars to go to the menu, go to home, and find the XYSFJ folder, then the AV files, and then full screen, and you paste the full screen images here. And then we go back to the UDisk, find your banner advertising photos, copy the ones you would like to be displayed, copy them, go back to home, the XYSHJ and AV files, and this time you just paste it in the AV files folder. Click the three bars at the top and exit, and then restart the machine to save the advertisements. And sometimes it freezes, and this can happen if you didn't unplug the USB. So if the restart freezes, like it happened to me here, you unplug the USB and flip this switch at the back off and back on. And that will completely restart the machine. It will show the Android logo and successfully restart to the product screen again. And as you can see at the top there, the banner advertisements will be displayed on this screen. And the machine will also show the full screen ads after waiting for a minute or two. And to buy products, customers just need to tap on the screen and they would be able to see the products. And as you can see, it scrolls through the full screen ads one by one. And yeah, clicking on it, it will get the customer back to the vending screen. And you can go to the app setting and scroll to the bottom to set the volume if you put any video full screen ads onto the machine. And make sure you restart to save any settings as usual. So this is what the banner ads will look like on the machine. It will be shown at the top there above the products, and it will scroll through all the photos and /or videos that you have uploaded. And after a while, you can see that it will automatically switch to the full screen ads, and it will also scroll through all the different pictures and /or videos that you have uploaded into the full screen folder. And as you can see, it also plays videos, and the videos also has an audio playing out of the speakers on the machine. And that's it for the initial setup. Remember to lock the machine and keep the key in a safe place. Thank you very much for choosing Vending Media for your vending needs, and we wish you successful business in the future.